everybody, thanks for joining me for today's Make It Monday project. My name is Deborah Harrison. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Each week on my blog for like the last year or so, I've been posting a project for the week called Make It Monday. So I thought it would be fun to come on and just show you in person how to actually assemble the project and what products are used to make each week's project. So in a minute, I'm going to turn my camera down and we're going to get stamping for a little bit. But before I do that, I wanted to tell you about my July Stamp Club that's coming up. It is using the Pampered Pets bundle. And I don't know if last week, if you had an opportunity to see last week's Make It Monday, I actually showed you a sneak peek of one of the projects. I have finished designing that class and I have to say I think it's adorable and I think you will too. I'm going to actually show you when I turn my camera down, I'm going to actually show you the projects and how you can register to get the kit. Give me just a moment, guys. We will get stamping. Okay, I think I am positioned correctly. If I am upside down, please send me a little note, message me, let me know that if I am not in the right position. Okay, so as I was saying, I actually had done my projects for the Pampered Pets a kit that is actually going to be part of our July Stamp Club. And I'm going to show you real quick what those projects include. Hey, yes, good. I'm looking correct. Awesome. Love it. Okay, so last week you may have hopped on with me and saw that I made this particular card using the Pampered Pets bundle. And it's just a cute little card and we did a little stamping and coloring. There's actually going to be 5 projects in the July Stamp Club. One of the projects is you'll make 2 dog cards. This one is actually a sympathy card because as we all know from time to time, our pets just don't stay with us forever, sadly enough. And we do have friends and family who do lose a pet from time to time. So it's just always nice to have a sympathy card on hand for them. And so this one is what's called a fun fold card. It's a gatefold card where you could write your message to them. It also includes the supplies to make 2 cat cards. This one is just a really simple, cute little card. And then this one is another gatefold card with a belly band on it. So you just slide the belly band off and then you open it up and you can write your message inside. But my favorite part of this is the dog house. I love, love, love this cute little dog house. And what you do is you just take the clip off and you can open it, put your treats inside, close it back up with your clip, and they've got a cute little gift for somebody. So the project kit actually includes all of the pre-cut supplies to make these 5 projects. And you can actually get this for free. And I'm going to tell you how you can do that. You would get in the kit, you would get all the supplies. It would come to you with the supplies for the 4 cards and the dog house and the little trinkets, including the ribbon and the twine. And it comes to you packaged like this. There might be a little surprise in there, but I'm going to let it be a surprise. But if you want to get this kit for free, you can order the Pampered Pets bundle. And what is in that bundle is the stamp set and the dies that coordinate with it. And that is $39.50. You can order that in my online store. And when you do that, you actually get the kit class sent to you for free. The registration link is actually in my events section on my Facebook page. Or you can also hop over to my blog, scroll down to the very bottom, and there's a link there as well. And you will also, I'll post after this today's Facebook Live, I will have the link for the Stamp Club as well. If you just want the pre-cut supplies and nothing else, and you live locally, you can either pick it up or join us at the local event, and that is $20 for the pre-cut supplies only. If you would like to have it shipped to you anywhere in the United States, that would be $25 total, an extra $5 to help cover the shipping cost. So guys, if you have any questions about the Stamp Club, that registration does end on June 30th so that I can order the supplies and get them cut in time with you, out to you in early July. I will let you know though, the bundle is on back order. I noticed that today, but you are still able to order it, but it'll probably be about mid-July before it comes in. So guys, I hope that you will join us for July Stamp Club. It is a lot of fun to be able to spend some time crafting and making some fun things with the Pampered Pets bundle. So for today's project, let me move some stuff out of the way, and then we will get on to today's project. Now, you don't need, I'm going to be going over some measurements, but I know that can get a little bit confusing trying to keep up with it. If you hop on over to my blog, Simply Sweet and Ink Design, or simplysweetinkdesigns.com, you scroll towards the bottom, I actually have the project sheet, which has all the supplies that I'm using today, as well as the project measurements, so that you can recreate the card yourself. So here is the card that we're going to be making today, and I'm actually really excited because this is the swap card that I am making for our team meeting this week. Each month, the Simply Sweet Stampers, we will get together in person, except for the last few months we've had to meet online through Zoom. But this month we're actually getting back to swapping, and this is a swap card that I made for my team members. It's just a really cute little fun fold card. I used the sunflower dies, and I used the Butterfly Wishes stamp set, and I'm going to show you that really quick because this is such a beautiful stamp set. It has some real pretty, delicate stamps with it, and a nice selection of sentiments. And then I just use, as part of the Celebrate Sunflowers, I just use this really big die to create the background. So are y'all ready to get stamping? All right, let me grab my supplies so that we can get crafting. So the first thing I did is I started off with a 4 by 5.5 piece of the Just Jade card base. And I at first thought about, oh, I'll just do like a regular fold card and try to cut the edges. But guys, that is like really complicated, and I'm just not that precise in my cutting. So I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but yeah, it'll be okay. It actually is a lot easier to put together. So what I did is I actually cut out a 3 by 4 3/4 Just Jade, and that is going to actually create that little flap for us. So I'm going to grab my glue this real quick, and what I did is on this piece is I actually scored it at a 1/2 inch down so that it would create a flap. And I'm just going to burnish that down real quick so that I have a nice crease. And I actually opened up a fresh thing of glue today, so we shouldn't have any problems. And then I'm just going to center this the best that I can right here in the middle. And I just want to make sure that I'm lined up well at the bottom. And then I'm going to put a little pressure on that. What I'm going to do next, because I want to be able to cover this little seam right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Designer Series paper. I'm going to take 2 sections, one that measures 1.5 by 4. And I'm going to place that on this side. And then I'm going to take another one, and I'm going to place it on the other side. Okay. All right, so I still have a little bit of my seam showing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 2 7/8 by 4 inch piece of Whisper White cardstock. And the reason I want it 2 7/8 is I don't want it overhang, because I want it to be completely covered when I fold my flap over. But before I do that, I want to stamp my really pretty butterfly. So I'm going to take the butterfly stamp and my Poppy Parade ink pad, and we're just going to stamp the little butterfly in the corner. And then we're going to glue that on. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to take it and I'm going to line it up, and our seam is essentially covered. There's just some tiny little sections, but honestly, I don't think anybody's going to notice that when we finish our card. So now we're going to decorate the front of the card. And what I used for that is I am using a 2 3/4 by 4-inch piece of the daisy print from the Flowers for Every Season Designer Series paper. Add a little glue to that. And then we're just going to put that on the front of our flap to decorate it up. Oh, and I just love how the green from the polka dot paper kind of coordinates with the leaves in this daisy paper. That's really pretty. Okay, so what I did is, like I said, I used this really large sunflower die to cut out my sunflower. Now, when you do this, there are a bunch of tiny little holes that really I typically would go through and I would punch all of those out, kind of pop them out just to clean it up. But because I'm going to be covering it, I'm not going to worry about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dimensionals and we're going to add some dimensionals here to the back of our sunflower. And place it on the front of the card. All right, so we're just going to put that right there in the middle. And then, and guys, I had actually already stamped this. It's called Love to Celebrate You. It is from the Butterfly Wishes stamp set, like the butterfly. And what I'm going to do is I used a stitched circle to create this little label. And we're going to put a dimensional right here in the middle of my sunflower. And then what I'm going to do is, well, I can't do that just yet. I forgot one step. Okay, so next thing I want to do is I want to add my scallop circle, which uses the layering circle dies. And then I'm going to add on my Whisper White sentiment circle. Almost skipped a step there. That would not have been good. It would have still looked fine, but I wanted just a little bit more green accent. So now we have our sentiment circles completed. Now I'm going to position it right here in the middle, and I want to press right where that dimensional was so I can make sure that it actually adheres. And then the last thing I have to do is just add on a really pretty white bow from the Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack, and I'm going to put that on with my glue dot. And actually I'm probably going to use 2 glue dots just to make sure that it stays on well, because it's kind of a big bow. Alright, so we're just going to put that in the corner. And our card is done. How beautiful is that? And just super simple. Like I said, if you would like to make this card, just hop on over to my blog, scroll down towards the bottom, and you will be able to click on where it says to click here to access the project sheet, and you can have all the directions that you need to make the card. And guys, I'm going to flip my camera up really quick so I can say goodbye to you.